Keith Lee does not need the Performance Center. Yeah, but apparently Vince and people around Vince think that he does. If you missed it, this past Friday there was a report going around that Keith Lee, along with in a list with people like Otis and AJ Styles' bodyguard, Dabba-Kato, and Dio Madden, they were sent, or Vince McMahon was angry with their in-ring performance, especially big men. So obviously those are big men, especially Keith Lee. And so Vince was angry. He was angry about it, and he was sending them to work on their in-ring skills. So Keith Lee is on this list, and I don't know how he's seen AJ Styles' bodyguard in action. I don't remember seeing him in action, so I don't know. Dio Madden, I guess, and Otis, yeah, for sure, and Dabba-Kato, yeah, no, I don't know. But Keith Lee, imagine Keith Lee being on that list, and then people are like, oh, but you didn't see his 24/7. Vince loves him. He said one hell of a performer, but then he sent him to the Performance Center, the PC, for in-ring, in-ring, not character work, not this or that, in-ring, right? You know Keith Lee, he's like a veteran. He's like fucking like years and years of experience. So I don't understand this shit. And there's like, oh, but the main style roster style is different. Well, first all you had to do was tell him less flips and more power bombs. But also, what is he doing that's so crazy? Kalisto did a crazier move. He did the Selena Desto off a fucking ladder. What is Keith Lee doing that's so goddamn reckless? I don't understand. So to me, alright, so let's go out. So everyone flipped out on Twitter. Rightfully so. And so apparently there was another report later on that day saying that, you know, after fan criticism, fan outcry, that people within WWE were baffled as to why Keith Lee was on this list, why he was there, and that Otis was there because like he's well liked, but he could be safer in the ring. I don't give a shit about Otis. Go ahead, go send him shit, right? But this doesn't make sense. Nia Jax and Lana, right? Lana's getting a push right now, pretty much. Her story right now is she's getting lucky, and her luck is turning, and she's getting W's now. Nia Jax is tag team champion, and she looks so bad in the ring. She looks so sloppy. She's about to fucking hurt people, and she hasn't been sent. It's Keith Lee. So I just want to rage on this shit. Then there was another report. I don't know. I seen it like a screenshot of it, half of it, but it's like Vince McMahon was in his feelings because like people around him, like Kevin Dunn and Bruce Pritchard, they're like, Keith Lee needs work and shit. He needs more work on his in-ring, but people within WWE, like the superstars, they worked with him, and they're like, he doesn't need work. It's Keith Lee. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what are you thinking, Vince? And so that was essentially that's essentially it right there for that Keith Lee story. But to me, I'm baffled. I don't understand. And then of course there are people defending this. I just don't understand why. Why is Keith Lee in a group of people like Otis, Dabba-Kato, Osmo, AJ Styles' bodyguard, and Dabba-Kato? Why is he there? Why is he in that group? That's like pretty disrespectful, honestly. And to me, it baffles my mind. It baffles my mind. Like, and then again with the 24/7 thing on him, like, yeah, but he sent them down. Like, what the fuck? Vince McMahon was pissed. He was pissed about his performance, obviously, and so this leads me to think that since this was Friday, that maybe they started on Thursday, because the classes are taught taught Tuesday and Thursday apparently by Adam Pearce and Drew Gulak. So I don't understand what the hell is wrong with Keith Lee. This isn't, oh, you need to be better or you want to practice. If Keith Lee wanted to practice on his own, he could have practiced. He could have went to the PC and practiced on his own. This isn't that. Vince McMahon was actively angry with his performance. He was angry with the way he's been, his in-ring work. Angry. So this isn't any, oh, Keith Lee can get better, he can improve. Yeah, maybe he can. But this is like sending AJ Styles to the PC, guys. Like, seriously, like, how would you feel if AJ Styles got sent to the PC to work on his in-ring? Like, that would be stupid. And I don't know. I seriously, I don't understand this company. And I just don't get the list of people who are on it with him. And then you have other people who suck, and who need to be there way more than Keith Lee. Keith Lee is a fine athlete. Keith Lee is a great dude. If you don't want him doing fucking crazy flips, just say less flips, more power bombs. Like, I just don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. And this isn't, oh, he needs to, you know, it doesn't hurt to work out and shit. This isn't that. This is Vince McMahon being pissed because he doesn't like the way Keith Lee performs, I guess. I mean, seriously, I just don't understand this. I don't understand. I feel bad for Keith Lee. Keith Lee is great talent. And this is like a day after it was reported that it was going to be Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, potentially at WrestleMania. And most likely going to be for the title, so I don't know. It looks like they're setting him up for a push, but he doesn't need to be in the Performance Center. If he wants to do it, he'll do it on his own. He doesn't need to be. Why? What's wrong with Keith Lee? Seriously, what's wrong with Keith Lee? It's not as, oh, he's boring and shit. It has nothing to do with that. It was his in-ring work, not his character, not his promo. It was none of that. It was his fucking in-ring. So, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I feel bad for Keith Lee, man. He's a fine athlete, and it bothers me. It really bothers me, man. How the fuck Keith Lee is on this list? And people are telling you, fans around the world are saying, Keith Lee doesn't need this shit. Like, stop it. But, like, people are laughing. They're laughing, and they're also pissed at the same time. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, honestly. And so, whatever it is, I hope that Keith Lee is fine at the end of the day. He'll probably be fine, but this boggles my mind. This pisses me off. I mean, Jesus Christ. He doesn't need to be sensitive. There's nothing wrong with him. Stop trying to change him. Stop it. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed what you saw in this video, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn that notification bell on for later on Monday Night Raw tonight. I should be dropping a review on that. So